Hey, what is up everyone? It is I, the one and only Sonic the Hedgehog here, and I am back for some more yet again for the likes of the Maxi Toys videos. Sorry for a little bit of an awkward commentary at this point because I just had a belch, thanks to the forms of those chili dogs. So anyways, welcome back for some more of Let's Play of Super Mario 64 DS for the Nintendo DS. So last time we have basically just managed to able to rescue Mario from the evil clutches of the Goom Boss, thanks to Yoshi right here. And today, for this episode, is the fact that we're about to be continuing things on, and hopefully we'll move on to the next world. So because of that though, oh yeah, and also in the previous video is the fact that we have managed to able to collect more power stars in Cool Mountain, and we managed to conclude obviously Womp's Fortress, and even especially noticeable with Bob-omb Battlefield. So because of that, today, as I mentioned this before, we're going to be hit on to, well, the next world, and eventually we'll able to get some more power stars. Now before we start this video off, I just want to classify for something out there that yes, I did manage to able to invite, potentially speaking for reals this time around. This will be the last guest character that we actually going to be introduced in the Maxi Toys YouTube channel. So what would you like to all introduce yourselves? Hello, I am Mighty here, Mighty the Armadillo here. Well, thank goodness you've finally managed able to come over, haven't you? Yeah, it's bad enough the forms of how the fact that with all this stupid pandemic thing going on. Oh, I see, so that's why you were late from that specific, you know, just trying to invite you to the, on our channel and everything, so I'm pleased to welcome you here. So, yeah, unfortunately I felt incredibly bad for Ray, the flying squirrel, just because he might actually just not be existence just yet though, but it could take some time. So I've heard that you're actually going to be playing some video games and stuff, am I right? Yes, exactly. In fact, as you can tell, Mighty, I'm playing Super Mario 64 DS today. Oh, what makes you say that? Well, the reason being for this is because obviously with the improved quality and everything else like that, and also I've asked the audiences about the fact that I did have some problems with sound mixing, so yeah, hopefully we were able to actually make things a definitive version of this Let's Play. Oh, I can totally see that. And why are you not playing on the actual DS hardware? Well, this is only because, Mighty, is the fact that I'm playing this on the Nintendo Wii U Virtual Console version. Oh, I see, so you can definitely get the idea of the big, you know, much more better picture resolution and stuff like that, rather than just utilizing the camera quality the whole way through. So I can totally see that. Yeah, exactly, Mighty. So, yeah, as far as you've already noticed, is the fact that obviously Mighty first made his appearance ever since in Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, and, from the arcade machines, actually, and, I still haven't played that game yet, though, even though I would really like to do that, but, it might take some time to able to actually just try to get this access, mainly with that particular trackball, controller and stuff. Oh yeah, that's why I was thinking of the same thing too. And plus that game only exists in Japan, so, at least as far as I can guess that correctly, so, well, despite the fact though, Mighty, is the fact that every single text in that game is full in English. Oh, I see. So, either way though, yeah, let's just, excuse me, Boo, why did you have to knock me out like that? That's just mean. Anyway, the next world I'm gonna be hop into, as you can see, is Big Boo's hut, and the first mission we have is go on a ghost hunt. I mean, what is this, like Ghostbusters or something? Well, not exactly, Mighty, because you see, in order to able to deal with boos in this game, along with the original version of the game as well, you have to specifically look away, obviously, and then try to able to ground pound those boos. But, before we get into this actually, I need to hit up here, and because of that, there is actually another picture frame we can jump right into. And that will have to be Luigi himself. Oh, is this one of those unlockable characters you're going to be able to unlock? Well, yes, Mighty, because as you can tell, we now ended up on the forms of, I would say, the next some sort of course. And thankfully, this is much more quicker than the forms of how it does in the forms of, well, let's just say the previous, boss kind of, special, areas and stuff like that. Although, except the fact that you have to remember which one of those doors, takes you to the correct path, because what happens if you manage to choose the opposite doors? basically you weren't able to go all the way back to the very beginning. So, you know, once you get the hang of it though, it's actually not too bad though. I found this to be quite easy, so... Anyways, let's get onto these little elevator platforms, and we can hop into this hole over there and try to take on the forms of the next boss fight. Or, to be more specifically, we ended up on this mirrored room. Oh, I see, so much more of a reference to Sonic Generations. And it looks like that my reflection has turned into Luigi somehow. Hehehehe, I am Big Boo, the spookiest of all the spirits. I locked up the wimpy green mustache man, and I'll do the same to you. What, just like in Luigi's Mansion for somehow? Hehehehe, since I'm a ghost, I can turn invincible in the mirror's reflection. You'll have to attack me from behind to defeat me. But you'll die of fright before that ever happens, and then you'll be one of us. So yes, we have ourselves another boss fight right here, which appears to be new by the way. That's what appears to be King Boo or Big Boo, even though despite the fact that this game technically calls him Big Boo as opposed to King Boo. Oh yeah, because I can definitely see his crown and stuff like that, which obviously first appeared in Luigi's Mansion and stuff like that. So yeah, he's pretty basically simple and self-explanatory, because basically all you have to do is basically ground pound him 3 times, and once you've done that, then you're gonna have to keep an eye out with the forms of the actual shadow, as well as the reflection of that mirror. Yeah, exactly. Hehehe, you can't never really kill a ghost. We always come back. See you again. Hehehe. And then as a result, we got ourselves the Luigi's Key. So that means we can now finally unlock Luigi. Although, I'll save that up until for later, just because obviously I need to take care of the majority of Big Boo's hut, and eventually we're able to actually get even more power stars along the way. So because of that though, I'm quite pleased about that actually. So, as far as I've noticed something already, Sonic, is the fact that, well, since that so far that the Maxi Toys, that is a funny name by the way. Yeah, exactly, I think one of those, comments did already manage to point things out. And, as far as I'm aware, I'm as well able to join with you guys. Yeah, especially noticeable after that huge delay with that specific, airport for that, airport of yours, Mighty, that, unfortunately it didn't make in the nick of time for, you know, the grand finale in terms of the Christmas unboxing video special, which is a bit of a shame really, because obviously you'll be very welcoming for able to, well, to come into our channel. Well, despite the fact that you can't able to actually see us during Christmas last year just because of the stupid lockdown and everything. Yeah, those viruses can usually just go to hell and stuff like that. Heck, even the forms of how the fact that, well, I could assure to you that Dr. Robotnik might be planning for this all along. Well, could be. It could be, Mighty, but it might be pretty much unknown pretty much have to be unknown at this rate. Oh, I see. But it wasn't until you came around just recently for about... no! Dang it. I blame on the camera angle for that part. Yeah, basically, when I was hopefully trying to meet up with you guys, and, I've noticed that you hang around with some ponies, I see. Well, have you ever met the forms of the actual My Little Pony characters before? I don't think so, just because, well, I definitely heard about it, well, in 2018 actually, because I finally come back in, well, obviously since Sonic Mania Plus came around for the DLC and stuff like that. And by the way, are you really gonna do the Sonic Mania Plus, playthrough? I was about to be doing this at some point in June, until when it gets to the point until my 30th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is myself, would be able to actually just to go ahead and deal with that, so... Oh yes, because we only got about 3 months left until your 30th anniversary, so I would love to celebrate your birthday. Yeah, thanks, Mighty. Especially noticeable how the fact that I'm very glad you make a massive comeback after 2 games, which only came out in the 1990s, in one for the arcade machine and the other one on a poorly received 32X add-on. Oh, I see what you mean, the Knuckles Chaotix game. Yeah, Unless if you don't count the forms of the fan hack games or something like that. So, yeah, I can totally get the idea about that. So, anyways, in this mission right here, the mission I'm doing right now, obviously you're gonna have to get rid of those boos, as you can see. And every time you kill a boo, then basically it actually gives you a blue coin, which gives you, like, what else? 5 coins. And I think this will be a good idea if I'm about to able to do the 100 coin Power Star mission. So because of that though, I'll save that up until whenever we get into the red coin mission. So because of that, oh Jesus Christ, killing these enemies is pretty difficult to me though in this remake. Which maybe it's because I'm used to with the original version's, you know, accurate control stick, like trying to perform a somersault and everything. Oh, I see, because the Nintendo DS doesn't have an analog stick or anything else like that. Yeah, all it gets is just the forms of the directional pad, and that's pretty much about it, so... Oh, I see how this goes then, hey. Anyway, so let's head back on to Big Boo's hut and do the second mission, which is Ride Big Boo's Merry-Go-Round. And rather than just go into the forms of the big manor, so instead we need to go on to this particular small manor, which actually leads us to the basement. So... basically, you know every single stuff, do you, Sonic? Well, yeah, especially noticeable since I actually did manage to play this back in 2010. Why, although technically speaking, Mighty, for those of you who don't know, that I did sort of technically have this as in the original cartridge version of the game, or the game card version I should say, but I somehow lost it back in the forms of 2007 because it's been dropped somewhere in this wretched house of ours. Oh, and what happened in 2010 then? Oh, do you know about this specific stuff? Well, yeah, because I noticed that you did actually tell, I think Knuckles tells me that, basically you've managed to finally got, another copy of Super Mario 64 DS, but with a 2010, repackaged version. Yeah, just because of the Peggy 3 new, Peggy logo and stuff like that, which, it's pretty odd to able to actually have that decision. Oh no, okay, there we go. Oh, what the hell? How did it come out? Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I won't stop playing like a moron. Oh, okay, that works. That works too. And 3 ground pound combo. And I'm gonna have to make our way from over there, am I? Well, best of luck, because I can definitely tell there's gonna be some flamethrowers that you have to dodge. Yeah, but thankfully I managed to go to the opposite side rather than on the right, because otherwise I'll be pretty damn screwed. Yeah, I can imagine that. And speaking of such though, I didn't come across into a single death so far. Well, it wasn't until later on though that, yeah, I'm also coming across into one in any moment. So, Mission 3, Secret of the Haunted Books. And basically in this mission is the fact that we need to go into the haunted manor and trying to go ahead and, well, trying to solve this particular bookcase puzzles. Oh, I see. So that's how you're essentially going to do in this mission. Yeah, by going into the forms of the, you know, the library room. So, and as far as you guys can clearly tell from the likes of the channel update, as what Maxi has already done, obviously that he already mentioned is about the fact that, well, usually relatively speaking is the fact that the new Let's Play, which is Pokemon Snap, although potentially speaking, that one thing I didn't mention about this is that hopefully Tiana will try again the, well, trying to do Pokemon Snap again. But hopefully for a much more better attempt, because for whatever reason that she forgot to save. By the way, who's Tiana, by the way? Tiana, she's my, girlfriend. Oh, I see. Is she a frog? Well, apparently, yeah. She's obviously based off from The Princess and the Frog. Oh, I see. Mission 4, seek the 8 red coins. And obviously I'm going to be going for the 100 coin Power Star mission as well, so we're able to try to do this. So, see how this goes then, hey? Did you obviously going to do this for every single red coin missions? Well, most of them. Well, some exceptions, which we'll point it out whenever we, or I don't suppose if you're able to decide to join me again in the future parts of this Let's Play in particular. So, if you don't mind, if you could able to actually just be absent for, you know, the majority of any other future parts of this Let's Play though, I don't mind, because obviously I'm going to be working on with, the different Let's Plays here and there as well. Like, what specific Let's Plays are you about to be planning to do? Let's just say, who's gonna do Mario Party 4? We don't know yet, because obviously, since that recently, that I pretty much finished up the, recently I finished Mario Party 3 recently, during the forms of last Saturday. Oh, I see. So, how did it go then? Well, everything goes all fine and dandy, except in the dual boards, because honestly, I'm not a big fan of the dual board system in Mario Party 3. But, that's just me anyway, though. Oh, I see, because you're more familiar with the Battle Royale maps, aren't you? Yeah, it's probably just me anyway, though, so, anyway. And why are you coming back in here? Well, obviously I just need to grab the whole bunch of coins, thanks to ground pounding those boos, as you can see, so, have you ever, seen the forms of, the new Smash Bros. Character that just been revealed, thanks to the forms of the most lackluster Nintendo Direct? Which specific fight are you on about? Well, her name was, Paya and Mafia. Oh, where these two come from? They come from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which, in my honest opinion, that I wasn't really keen on the game though, and plus I'm not a big fan of it though. Oh, what's the problem with that? I've no idea why, although I'm sure this is all down to my opinion though, and I'm sure that most people seem to have their own opinions as well, which is fine by me, but for whatever reason, I just never overly keen on it. Even then though, that it's bad enough in the forms of back in 2020, that we got ourselves the forms of another sword fighter, which is Byleth, which, to me though, it's a really bad, choice from, back in last year or something, so, oh yeah, because I've heard about the controversial, opinions out there, which, because they actually got a whole bunch of dislikes more than likes. Yeah, it's probably true for that circumstances anyway, so, but at least I'll give this some credit for is the fact that the new stage is actually really good though. Like, takes place into Outer Skies, which it technically already did before, like, since Skyloft from the likes of Skyward Sword / Skyward Sword HD. And by the way, are you looking forward to Skyward Sword HD, Mighty? Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to it. So because of that though, what makes you say that? Well, because obviously I enjoyed the original Wii version of the game, despite controls can take a while to get used to, but, and also the backtracking aspect can get a bit tedious, but thankfully, with the Switch version will be on its way until the next 4 months, this meaning I don't need to able to worry about playing the entire game on TV at all times, because I can just simply take my Switch on the go. And plus, the HD version now supports 60 frames per second, which is awesome. Yeah, especially noticeable it kinda does the same thing for the Kingdom Hearts compilations. Yeah, exactly. Especially noticeable that usually most likely on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and recently the PC releases. So where's the Nintendo Switch version, guys? Like, literally, where's the Nintendo Switch versions of the rest of the Kingdom Hearts games? I understand that we got Melody of Memory on the Switch, but where's the rest? Like, come on, man. And also, have you heard about the forms of the Union Cross Dark Road online service will be shut down until specifically April or May? I have no idea. It has been a really long time since I actually did manage to look upon certain news about you know what I mean, Union Cross / Dark Road, but usually because to me though, I wasn't really keen on the game honestly, just because I found the gameplay to be a bit obnoxious to go through. Well, at least that's probably just me anyway though. But at least the story is pretty granted and open, and especially noticeable it's great, so that's the thing I like. But it's just the gameplay, I wasn't really too fond of it though, in my opinion, just because it has a lot of emphasis on, you know what I mean, microtransactions and stuff like that. Oh, I see. That's your final thoughts of Union Cross on those smartphones? Well, don't get me wrong, it is an okay game to me though, but I honestly think this is one of the weakest games in the series in my opinion. Oh, I see. Mission 5, Big Boo's Balcony. So basically, we now need to take on the forms of the Big Boo, while technically, I think I've lost count. It could be either the 5th time or the 3rd time, or actually it's like the 4th time. So, God knows, we can able to actually fight against with Big Boo again, but except, well, we can now able to actually just to take him on in the actual balcony. So, and also what's great about this remake as well is that rather than just trying to judge the angle for trying to able to jump from that particular roof, unlike the original game, whilst in here, that basically we got ourselves this particular question mark block over there. Gee, I wonder what that could be used for, I wonder. Oh, wait a minute, we're actually going to be introducing to ourselves within, as soon as I break this block, we have this very familiar flower right there, which is known as the Power Flower. And basically, depending on what characters you're going to be using, like for instance Mario for the Happy Flower, all he gets is becoming a pea balloon, similar to the forms of Super Mario World. Oh, I see, because he actually becomes a balloon, I see. And basically, get onto the actual, the Power Star like this, is actually a rather... Excuse me, Boo, could you just not get in my way, please? Anyway, yeah, getting to that Power Star is actually a lot easier than the originals this time around. So, Mission 6, Eye to Eye in the Secret Room. And I think I'm also able to do this while the Luigi's hat is still showed up. In fact, I need to see the touchscreen portion. Yep, it still showed up. So this means it will be still accessible for this point here. So, at least I don't have to worry about just trying to get into the forms of another secret course or anything else like that. So, at least I'm cool with that. And what do you need Luigi for? Well, basically, it's the fact that, well, basically, depending on what playable characters you're going to be playing as, basically, they do have their different abilities. Because rather than just having ourselves some different cap power-ups, because it's been replaced by, you know, the Power Flower, and also same applies to that specific feather, replicating the forms. Ah, dang it, I wasn't paying attention to the actual camera angle. Or maybe I wasn't looking, so, whoops, my bad. Yeah, anyway though, I guess there's not much else I can say, I'm afraid, Mighty. It's just the fact the matter is, though, it's the fact that, well, are you about to be welcoming the forms of the Maxi Toys community? Well, I appreciate about this, because otherwise, that I've noticed that Silver the Hedgehog, that, even though I don't know him at first, but, usually that he's practically gonna be doing, Kirby Superstar Ultra, Let's Play so far. And he did manage to invite, what's that particular light blue pony unicorn name again? Oh, her name is Trixie, by the way, because she was actually part of, Starlight Glimmer's best friend. Oh, okay, how'd you know that? Well, because I watched the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. I know you might find this a bit weird, but before we get into that, this is why Luigi obtains the Power Flower, he becomes invincible. So, it can be equivalent to the invincibility cap from the likes of the original Super Mario 64. But what about the forms of, the metal cap? Well, I'll find out until whenever I continue my progressioning of this Let's Play, because after all, the only character we haven't got at this point is Wario, but that will happen until, let's just say, later on throughout the game. So because of that, though, it could take a bit of a while to able to actually just to get, you know, the final unlockable character, which, either way though, I'll talk more about that in the future, so, there we go. And I'm afraid we can't able to actually 100% everything in Big Boo's hut at the moment, just because we only got one Power Star left, and it actually requires, you know, the actual, you know what I mean, the Wario, character. So speaking of such, Mission 7, Switch Star in the basement. And again, we can't actually do anything, but unless if we're able to do one particular mission in terms of the forms of that Big Boo course. That will have to be by the forms of, well, first of all, let me just go ahead and grab myself a Luigi cap on, so just in case we can able to use him for the majority of the next mission. So, how many stars are there in this remake? There are about 150 Power Stars. So they basically managed to got the original 120 Power Stars, but then they managed to expand it up to 30 new Power Stars. This is probably because they actually added in new stages and also more Power Stars to the table, so in case if you're unsure. Okay, sounds interesting fun fact for me anyway. So now I'm just gonna head back in here, and this time I need to grab all 8 red coins, as you can see on screen. So, although, no way, I think what I'm gonna be able to do with, I keep on saying things so weird all of a sudden, just because I keep thinking about, towards at the end game, so, whoops, my bad. Anyway though, to go to the forms of the invincibility, power-up for Luigi, basically you can able to actually clip through the actual Boo picture frame, and boom, there you go. Another power star obtained. Sorry for a little bit of a tongue twisting again, folks, I do apologize for that. But anyways, let's head back onto the overworld, and basically we can able to now finally free Luigi. So because of that, and hopefully we'll grab even more power stars along the way. So yeah, we'll just unlock Luigi first. So what's the next world you're about to be entering into? Well, I'll tell you one thing though, Mighty. The next world I need to head back into is Jolly Roger Bay. Oh, what makes you say that? Because now I've managed to able to actually unlock Luigi now, so that means I can now use him at any point for this point right now. And basically we can now able to actually just to get the invincibility power for Luigi for this one mission only for you know, Jolly Roger Bay. There are a few missions like this, but I'll talk more about it in the future. So, Mission 6, Switch Star of the Bay. So this meaning that I need to get onto the other side of the level and basically come across into a secret switch. And to top it all off, we do need to acquire a power flower for Luigi for this mission. So, yeah, at least it's not too bad though. Oh, by the way, one thing I forgot to mention about this ever since the journey forms of the first part of this Let's Play. Oh, what makes you say that? Well, this is mainly because certain characters do have their different attributes, like depending on what characters you're going to be using. Like specifically, let's just say for Mario, for example, the main character of the whole entire game. Basically, he's a balanced character. Like basically, he managed to got 2 stars of power, 2 stars of jump, and what's the third category? I forgot, because it has been quite a long time since I actually did manage to play this game from time to time. Clearly it's because I'm more used to with the original game. But I'm sure you've been able to know these things, do you? Well, what I've noticed is the fact that, oh, it's speed, that's the missing word you're going to be saying. Alright, thank you, Mighty. Yeah, Mario's is basically a balanced character. Like, his power was actually 2 stars out of 3. 2 stars out of 3 for speed, and 2 stars out of 3 for the jump. So, it's kind of similar to the forms of how it does it on Super Mario Bros. 2, aka Super Mario USA. So, is that the actual, the Japanese name, by the way, for Super Mario Bros. 2? Well, yeah, apparently it is, Mighty, just because, well, usually Japan managed to get Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels in the Famicom Disk System, despite the fact that that game is actually brutally difficult. And that's why that the English audiences never get the game until when Super Mario All-Stars came out for the Super Nintendo, and as well as for that, the unlockable mode in Super Mario Bros. Deluxe for the Game Boy Color, and finally, a whole bunch of, re-releases from ports, from Wii Virtual Console version, the 3DS's Virtual Console, the Wii U Virtual Console, and recently, from the likes of, let's just say both on Nintendo Switch, on the Nintendo Switch Online membership services, and, oh god. Did you fell in? Yeah, I did fell in, so... You stepped right into my trap, just as I knew you would. I warn you, friend, watch your step. Oh, I see. So basically, we ended up on the forms of Bowser in the Dark World. And because of that, though, since that we're going to be still able to try to get some more power stars, so this meaning about the fact that we still need to collect all 8 red coins for able to actually get the first power star on this particular level. And also, since we are now going to be introducing to ourselves the another Power Star in this particular stage, meaning about the fact that in every single Bowser levels we now have, well, obviously we still have the red coin challenges and stuff, but now we have ourselves a new one to the table, which is of course the Switch Star mission. So, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh that was so close. I almost gonna get myself nerve-wracked. What happened there? Well, basically I just got burned by the forms of that flamethrower, and all of a sudden I somehow managed to get myself my very, very close, you know, trying to stay put victory and stuff like that. And as a result, I've managed to able to survive, so yeah, I'm very pleased about that. Ah, dang it, I just got zapped by those amps. Yeah, anyway, aside from you still able to deal with the red coin challenges like the usual, but now we have ourselves the Switch Star mission, so yeah, so that makes us— oh, no, 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 no! Ah, dang it! I hate the directional stiff movement. Ah, there goes my first death. Told you so. Yeah, I know that, Mighty. I know what this is going. But at least you got yourselves about 21 extra lives though, at least. Yeah, getting these extra lives is like super easy to get, thanks to the forms of the 100 coin Power Star missions and all that stuff. Although, the only drawback to this is that unlike Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario 3D Land, and even especially noticeable with Super Mario 3D World for both the Wii U and the Switch, basically that your lives counter will reset if you do manage to able to, well, leave the game and stuff like that, which is the only drawback. I see how this goes then, hey. And that was a really stupid way to do, like trying to somersault right into the excuse me, right into the flamethrowers, as you can tell. Anyway though, so let's go ahead and keep things, keep on moving, so just in case we're not gonna make several mistakes in one hand. And by the way, Sonic, what's that, Mighty? What are you doing for those uploading schedules of Super Mario 64 DS? Well, I'll tell you what though, I'm uploading these from every Mondays, every Wednesdays, and Fridays. Oh, I see what you mean. This is clearly because we always attempt to go for bigger games on 3 days, and then for smaller games we go for 2 days, so... And as far as occasional, Let's Plays, like you notice that we have done the Mario Party games in the past, and basically we always attempt to do each and every single Mario Party games for every single weekend. So because of that though, we're like to try to do that. Oh, I see. So I might be curious if I was gonna try one out. I mean, out of all of every single toys of yours, Sonic, basically it's the fact that, which specific game have you done? Well, obviously I finished Mario Party 3, and Duffy did manage to finish up Mario Party 1, Sylvester the Cat has done Mario Party 2, and as for Mario Party 4, I'm pretty sure that Tion gonna do that. And what about Mario Party 5? Well, let's just say I'll let Maxi tackle for Mario Party 5. Okay then, and what about Mario Party 6? Well, it could be either Mickey Mouse or you, possibly? If I don't mind trying to deal with Mario Party 6, then by all means, I'll definitely give that a try. And as far as Piglet is concerned, he'll probably do Mario Party 7. And what about Mario Party 8? God knows, Mighty, or whoever's gonna do it. Well, imagine if Ray the Flying Squirrel will finally existence. Well, I'm sure that he won't mind. Well, I could have sure there might be some possibilities out there. Yeah, anyway though, so let's grab the last Power Star in this particular location. By the way, you can able to actually go into this place with any character, except in this one last Bowser level, which is only required Mario, which even then though, we'll talk more about that until in future points on Wednesday and Fridays, so, and even especially noticeable any other Mondays potentially as well, so, I see how this goes there, hey. Alright, so let's go ahead and take on the forms of, what else? Bowser himself. And he's a lot more better than the forms of the original counterparts. Yeah, because I can tell that he's actually a lot more detailed than, you know, the ones in the original game. Because, yeah, if you ever seen the original model of Bowser, he just looks ridiculous in the original version. Yeah, because of all his, like, blocky models and stuff like that. But, either way though, it knows what it is, so either way though, for comparing the, several previous models and stuff like that, so... Anyway, you get the idea. Basically, if you ever played the original Super Mario 64 before, basically we need to grab Bowser's tail, and then after when you grab Bowser's tail, then you're gonna have to deal with the forms of just trying to spin him around. However, unlike the original game, that you do have a control stick, which makes things a little bit smoother, unfortunately though, on the DS version, it just makes everything else worse. Mainly due to the fact that you now need to rely on touchscreen, or with a very, very stiff directional pad, and as a result, it can give you a thumb cramp. And luckily for the 3DS, and especially noticeable with the Wii U Virtual Console version like I'm still playing, thankfully you do have an option to able to go for the control stick, so that way it just makes spinning, you know, Bowser a lot easier than utilizing the directional pad. So, believe me, Mighty, it was painful. Yeah, I can totally see that. So, we got the ending stuff here, so join me next time with Let's Play Super Mario 64 DS. It's now we are moving on onto the basement floor now. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. And thank you, Mighty, for able to join me for this video. And I'm sure you'll be welcomed. Yeah, and I'll see you guys soon enough. Yeah, thank you, Mighty. So anyways, we'll see you guys then. Later, fellas. See you guys then.